Jojo Siwa has come a long way since her dance mom's days. She had to learn about the truth behind the life of the rich and famous the hard way. Seriously, you won't believe the things this girl has been through. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to never miss another video. And be sure to check out our community section for even more fun. Now let's check out the dark side of Jojo Siwa's life of the rich and famous. Jojo Siwa is pretty much everywhere you turn. If you have a child or a sibling, you probably have one of Jojo's bows lying somewhere around your house. The big personality with even bigger bows is a well-known act among the YouTube, TV, and music world. She's pretty much one of the busiest child stars you know, and her net worth allegedly stands at an impressive $8 million. Seriously, $8 million for a teenager? That's pretty impressive, isn't it? But it's definitely not all that glamorous as it seems, and from what it looks like, it never was. It started with a harsh dance teacher. Jojo always wanted to be famous. She was pretty much a natural-born performer, so it only makes sense that she was chosen for Abby's ultimate dance competition. The show was created by Abby Lee Miller after her popularity as the dance teacher on Dance Moms grew. Jojo stood out from the crowd with her big bows and big expressions when it came to dancing. Although Jojo and her mom were often criticized for having loud personalities, it all paid off in the end. Sometimes all that matters is staying true to yourself, which is exactly what Jojo does. Both were invited to join the official Dance Moms team, but that's when the trouble began. Abby Lee Miller's teaching techniques are often criticized by the viewing public.
You are creating a monster.
From screaming and shouting at the dancers to humiliating them in front of others, Abby didn't hold back. And she definitely used those same techniques on Jojo, who found herself crying on camera plenty of times. It always seemed like Abby didn't like her because Jojo's personality was way too energetic. But is it really a reason to treat her the way she did? And it wasn't just her dance teacher. Her dance team thought Jojo was just a little too out there, and they weren't afraid to express that. One of the most shocking moments of Dance Moms came from a live Q&A the cast did with the fans. A clip went viral after some of the dancers started mocking Jojo in front of hundreds of Dance Moms fans. They criticized her loud personality and even made some remarks about how she won't shut up even if you pour water on her. Jojo, of course, saw the clip after a fan filmed the entire thing and posted it on YouTube. She actually ended up addressing the entire situation on Dance Moms, and the girls apologized. After the news broke out that Abby Lee is battling cancer, Jojo took the time to visit her in the hospital and sent her a lot of support. Even though Jojo ended up unexpectedly leaving the show, she made it clear that there was no bad blood between her and Abby Lee. But this was only a glimpse of the harsh criticism Jojo would face later. Seriously, Jojo's world is crazy, and we don't think we could live in it. We all know she has a big personality, and she's extremely confident in pretty much everything she does. But of course, because she puts herself out there and doesn't hold back, she sometimes gets a lot of backlash. And it isn't just backlash, sometimes it turns into something even more terrifying. Dance Moms' fame sparked an obsession. Jojo actually had to deal with a serious issue after and during her time on Dance Moms. Millions turned in to watch Dance Moms, and the show's average viewer ranges from a teenager to an adult in their 50s. When Jojo was just 12, she had to deal with ongoing harassment from an adult man, a person who goes by the name Phoenix Sundown. He sent Jojo a bunch of suspicious packages. The packages looked so weird, Jojo and her mom called the police, and the bomb squad had to arrive to examine what was going on. That's quite extreme, isn't it? It turned out that the man that was sending these packages to Jojo actually had a criminal past. Getting weird messages is bad enough, but this is pretty scary. We can't even imagine how a 12-year-old Jojo must have felt. And it was all because she appeared on TV. That's a pretty scary thing for anyone to go through, let alone a child. Her stalker ended up getting sentenced to 3 years in prison after it was revealed that this wasn't the first time he's done something like this. Online bullying. Jojo's standout personality made her a popular target with online bullies. They picked on her in any way they could, and they became even louder when she started her YouTube channel. If you think that Jojo's not aware of mean comments people leave on social media, you're wrong. She's actually completely aware, and she's addressed it more than once. In fact, she's an advocate when it comes to fighting against bullying. From her songs to activism, JoJo refuses to let the haters get their way, and she inspires her fans to do that too.
Enjoy your life, be positive, be happy, and don't let the haters get their way.
Isn't that the sweetest thing you've ever seen? It definitely helps to hear those words from someone who's larger than life. JoJo was totally meant to become a star, but of course, that comes with a lot of consequences. When JoJo appeared on a British morning show called This Morning, a lot of people weren't happy. As you can imagine, she had a lot of energy throughout the interview, which ended up earning a title of the most annoying child star ever. Well, at least according to the viewers, who really didn't have nice things to say about her appearance. Although she doesn't show it very often, JoJo does talk about how bullying affects her through her songs. One of her most recent songs is a ballad called Only Get Better. It was inspired by her own YouTube video on bullying, which turned out to be one of the most watched videos on her channel. JoJo said it's actually one of the sadder videos because she doesn't tend to get emotional. In fact, she never gives the bullies any recognition. She just rises above it. How inspirational is that? We just absolutely love JoJo for being so positive and so energetic. Twitter meme. Speaking of her energy, Twitter can sometimes take JoJo's jokes just a bit too far. For example, JoJo's videos are always taken out of context. If you've never seen her YouTube videos, we really recommend watching at least a few so you can get a full understanding over who JoJo really is. Her vlogs are absolutely hilarious, but one thing people can't wrap their heads around is her voice. JoJo communicates with her audience extremely fast. Seriously, it's so fast, she actually turned into a well-known Twitter meme. You can find hundreds of jokes on the way JoJo talks, and some of them really aren't that nice. Luckily, she just shrugs it off and pays no attention to people. She really does stay true to her words, doesn't she? JoJo, don't let the haters get their way. Twitter beefs with celebrities. Being famous sometimes means sharing the wrong thing on social media, and JoJo shared something that made another viral meme sensation quite angry. In July 2018, JoJo shared a post written by one of her adult fans who was praising her. In the same post, the fan criticized Danielle Brigoli, aka Cash Me Outside Girl,
Catch me outside, how about that?
for her attitude. Since Danielle and JoJo are actually the same age, the person decided to compare the two. The fan said that she'd rather see her daughters see a role model than someone like JoJo than Danielle Brigoli. Of course, fans immediately thought JoJo was throwing shade at Danielle, and so did Danielle, who actually responded to JoJo in her own way. We won't repeat it, but let's just say it wasn't nice. JoJo ended up responding to Danielle's tweet and said that the Cash Me Outside girl is just making her point even more. Yep, as it turned out, she actually did shade Danielle. People took sides, and the beef actually made the gossip news. It's really clear that these two viral stars don't really like each other. But as of October 2018, the two haven't said anything else about one another. We're still waiting for that diss track, Danielle.
What I just said.
The JoJo Bows controversy. We're nowhere done yet. It's quite surprising that a teenager could experience so many controversies in her life. It's how you know JoJo is just absolutely unique and definitely has the star quality. People totally pay attention when it comes to her, whether it's good or bad. But the UK actually had quite a lot of problems when it came to one thing: JoJo bows. It's not a secret that JoJo loves her bows and she wears them all the time. Of course, she trademarked it and made sure every kid around the globe can buy one of her over-the-top JoJo bows. And seriously, her bows are pretty popular among the school crowd. They're in fact so popular, kids who don't wear bows got bullied by those that do. The popularity of the bows allegedly sparked quite a competition among those wearing them. Some were even making fun of other kids if they thought their JoJo bows weren't real, and parents were absolutely furious. Eventually, schools in the UK started banning the bows and stated that they don't really comply with the typical school uniform. Fake memes. Becoming a real meme is one thing. We've seen that with Danielle Brigoli as she gains her title of Cash Me Outside Girl and took over the internet. It was her appearance on Dr. Phil that turned her into a viral internet sensation. But not all memes are exactly positive. Twitter often shows its dark side when it comes to going too far by trying to make things funny. Do you remember the Millie Bobby Brown controversy that ended up in Millie deleting her social media? Well, in August 2018, 2013, Jojo went through exactly the same thing. People turned her into an anti-gay meme after Jojo tweeted a picture of herself with a caption saying, "I want to become a meme." Of course, Twitter took it way too seriously and it just didn't go down well. People started posting white supremacy memes and putting fake quotes and fake Snapchat captions on her photos. She didn't end up deleting her social media, but we have a feeling she realized herself just how much of a bad idea this was. We just hope she didn't take the time to read every meme under her tweet. Let's be honest, she really doesn't need to see that, right? Is Jojo Siwa fake? With the rise of YouTubers and celebrities who are just putting on a persona, it's no wonder some people question whether or not Jojo is actually real. If you've ever met her, you probably already know that Jojo is 100% real. After all, it's her big personality that got her on Dance Moms and turned her into a huge Nickelodeon star. She confirmed that she doesn't pretend or put on a show for the camera. That's just how Jojo is in real life. Speaking of real life, the internet went crazy after they found out Jojo is actually scarily tall. She might be just a teenager, but Jojo actually confirmed herself that she's 5'9". That's almost 180 centimeters for those of you on the metric system. She's probably taller than some of your favorite celebrities. In fact, she's pretty much the same height as Abby Lee Miller. How crazy is that? Not only is this girl rising above her haters in a metaphorical way, she's also doing it IRL. You go, Jojo, with the bow. What do you think of Jojo Siwa? Come debate in the comments. Don't forget, Jojo is totally against online bullying, and you should be too. So make sure you say something nice about at least one of the people in the comment section. And that's it for our video. Don't forget to subscribe to The Things for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.